What does it mean if your moon is in Libra? Libra moon people are said to be charming, diplomatic, and easy to get along with. But let's take a deeper look at what a Libra moon is all about. And if you are a Libra moon, how you can use it to optimize your own wellness, happiness, ability to make life the way you want it to be. Um, I'm Marina Orms, the founder of Astrology Heals at astrologyheals.com. And the moon is the part of you that describes your inner experience. It is irrational, it is emotion based, it is feeling based, it is internal and under the surface. So the moon part of us describes the needs that we have internally, the needs that when they're met, we feel energized. We feel like our batteries are charged and we're ready to go. So the sign that the moon is in for you indicates what it is you're learning about how to get your needs met. And if your moon is in Libra, Libra is an air sign. It's about balance. It's about partnership. And it has to do with thinking and mental processes. So with a moon in Libra, there's a tendency to want to have a sense of harmony. And that harmony of different sides being heard, of respect, of justice, that harmony can show up in partnerships in terms of wanting to please another person. It can show up in groups in terms of wanting a group to get along and find its best dynamics for working together. So that Libra moon energy wants people to be happy. It wants people to be included. It wants ideas and perspectives to be included. It wants harmony. It wants balance. And so the thing about having a Libra moon is that that is your internal needs, and that internal need, that unconscious, irrational need for balance and harmony can sometimes mean that you are willing to compromise, now compromise can be a good thing, but when you're compromising yourself for some perceived greater good, when you are giving up or making your needs less important in order to create balance and harmony, then that can be problematic. So you can tend to experience the lower vibration of Libra moon, which can have to do with compromise, giving away your power, people pleasing, accommodating, things that have to do with making other people happy at the expense of your own perspective. So there's a tendency to back off and say, I'll make myself less important for the sake of the relationship, for the sake of harmony, for the sake of keeping the peace. Libra moons do not like conflict. there's a feeling of not wanting to stir the pot, right? Ruffle the feathers. There's a feeling of wanting things to be peaceful and calm, and so that tendency to hold back, to shut down, to back off, to compromise, to accommodate someone else's perspective, to say, okay, since that's what you want, that's what we'll do, even though maybe I don't necessarily fully agree with it. So looking at, as a Libra moon, looking at and looking for the places where you might compromise. Where are you perhaps giving up or accommodating someone else or pleasing someone else or doing something to keep the peace when it's maybe not in the greatest good for you or for others? Because generally when you are compromising yourself, you're also setting the tone for an outcome that is missing a perspective. So if you're not, for example, if you are not bringing yourself and your truth and your needs to the table, then it's not really harmony. It's not really in the greatest good for the group. And so even though it might make people uncomfortable, it might upset the apple cart in the short term, bringing your perspective and your needs to the table, whether it's in your relationship or at work or in a group or in a bigger picture dynamic, you not bringing your needs to the table ultimately means that an important voice is missing. And so in order to contribute to the greatest good, you actually have to bring real balance, which means having your voice be heard in addition to, and it made important in addition to the other voices around you. And that will mean sometimes stepping into the Aries courage that is opposite the Libra compromise, and stepping into that courage to step up for yourself, stand up for yourself, and step up for what is right, and say what you need to say, ask for what you need to ask for, and let things get uncomfortable if need be. And ultimately, that's going to bring better balance, right? It's going to bring more harmony because you're not feeling that sense of being left out, even though you've kept the peace otherwise, right? When your needs are not met, then there's a problem, and that problem can show up, can come up in your relationship or in the group as you go forward. So it's important to bring yourself to the table as a Libra moon. That tendency to want people to be happy, just watch out for the pitfall of overly sacrificing something that you need. And when you allow yourself to prioritize your needs, to make them important, to stand up for them, then you're helping to bring a bigger sense of harmony, a more important kind of peace in the long run. And that will recharge your own batteries in a better way than the temporary fix of saying, okay, we'll just do what you want to do. So now that doesn't mean that sometimes it's okay to say, okay, we'll just do what you want to do, because sometimes you just have to decide, and somebody has to decide. And if a Libra moon is the one willing to make the compromise, so be it. There's nothing wrong with that, and compromise can be a good thing, but just watch for where you might be the one to give in a little bit more than your fair share. And reframe that, and look at how you can step into your own needs, getting your own needs met more fully. That is the lesson, the soul lesson for a Libra moon. As you go throughout your life, things will show up that will help you work on that and make those choices in different ways. So you don't have to have it figured out all at once. It will come over time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I would love to hear from you, Libra moons, and whether this resonates for you, what you find useful in your life, and how you work with these energies as they show up. Thank you again for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me get the word out, and I've got lots of awesome content. So go check out more of my videos and see what's going on there's a daily vibe video that I post every day. So go see what's going on today. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.